Hello there and welcome to yet another video from pfishergaming. Today is a new series that I'm starting called the Youth Project, and it's basically going to be a manager career on FIFA 15, but I'm only going to be using players that I've scouted from the Youth Academy, and I'm going to be using Southampton, but I'm going to pop them into Football League 2 just because I don't want to be in the Prem to start off with, and I need a team that's going to have a bit of money at the start to be able to scout and also be able to get the best scouts right from the off, because otherwise I'm just not going to be able to do this at all, to be honest, because I'll be using scouts that are just rubbish and won't have any money to do anything, and I think it's like 5 mil to get like a decent enough scout. So yeah, so I'm just going to sell everyone, and yeah, just the only players I'm going to be using and playing with are Youth Academy players. But yeah, if you just look now, I've transfer listed everyone up on here, and there's no players here that there shouldn't be. I had to use, it has to be costume squads because I've changed the league that Southampton are in, but I haven't changed any of the players or added any players in that I'm going to claim later on, the players I've scouted from the Youth Academy or anything like that, and I'm going to be like 92 rated within a year. But yeah, I'm just going to hire that scout there from Finland. And which one am I going to go for here? I think I might go for this one at the bottom here, this Spanish bloke. 4 mil he'll cost. And I've only got 2 mil left, so I think I'm just going to toggle with the transfer budget quickly, just to see what we've got left at the start here and get ourselves another scout quickly. Yeah, and I think I'm going to go for this Sanchez Pearson guy, mainly because he's English and because he was one of the better ones as well. And yeah, let's keep it on going. Scouts arrived, brilliant. Let's head over to the Youth Academy and set them into an area they need to be then. Cabrera, or whatever, however the hell you pronounce that. Let's send him to Italy. We'll go for, and we'll just do him for 3 months, as he wasn't one of the better ones. And yeah, you're Spanish, I think we'll send you to Spain, and we'll do you for 3 months as well. And then since this bloke is English, we'll send him to England as well, and he was one of the good ones, so I think we'll do him for 9 months. So yeah, that's all that done. These should be the messages to say that they're setting up their network, which they are. Good stuff. And yeah, we've got an offer for Stephen Davis, so we're going to sell him. Probably just going to ask for a little bit more, as we're not going to just give players away, as that would just be a silly thing to do. Offer for Ryan Seeger. We'll just let him have that. It's only an extra 10k. No point in bothering with that. Yeah, the trouble with the start of this video is I'm not going to be able to just have the youth team players straight away, because obviously the scouts have to go out and scout them and then report back to me, and then I have to sign them on like a youth contract, and then after that I have to sign them into the first team, and you can only do that when, I think it's when they're 16, and I think the youngest you can sign players is when they're 14. So at the start I'm not going to be able to be too picky. I'm just going to have to sign anyone that is 16 and effectively pop them into the team as soon as I get literally 11 players. We're just all these transfer offers coming in for people like Jade Rodriguez there, just trying to get a good deal for him, as I don't really want to give him away and just keep the money. I mean, I'm not actually going to be able to use the money, so it's kind of pointless. I may as well just give them away, but then I don't really want to be coming up against teams all the time that have got all these good players that I've sold. And yeah, here is our first monthly scouting update, which we'll look at now. So we've got a couple of players. So yeah, like I said, anyone that's 16 I'm just going to have to sign, so it doesn't really matter what they are. Even though we've got ourselves a goalkeeper in there, which is good, as we're going to need one of those. They're all 15, so we'll leave those for the minute. And then what have we got here? 2 16-year-olds, so we're going to have to sign both of those. And yeah, I think we'll leave the 15-year-olds to stay being scouted, to be honest. And then, yep, Jay Rodriguez, we're asked for a little bit more. And yeah, okay, and let's keep it on moving. Yeah, for the start, until I'm actually going to be playing with the team, the youth academy team, I'm just going to sim all the games. I probably am going to have to sim to about late October, maybe November, as the scouts only report monthly, and I think they only do like 5 or 6 new players every time, and I'm guessing it's only going to be 2 or 3 of those are going to be 16, so it's pointless me playing the games and showing you guys the games of me playing with the Southampton team as it is, because you can do that yourselves and that just won't be interesting, because I'm in League 2. I'll obviously win every game and it'll just be a walk in the park. Well, I presume it'll be a walk in the park, but yeah, so I'm just going to sim all the games with them. I may as well just leave I'm going to sell any players that offers come in for, but any players that are left, I will just play in those simmed games until we have a full squad, which will hopefully be by the end of this video, fingers crossed. And yeah, Morgan Snidlin, offer for him, that's good. It's quite expensive. Yeah, players been sold, good stuff. Player sold, transfer offer accepted, okay. Yeah, so just any players that can be sold, I will sell. And the trouble with Southampton is as well, they did actually buy quite a few players in the transfer window just before, players like Pele and Tadic and things like that, so I can't actually sell them at the minute. That's why you won't be seeing any offers for those, and why they weren't transfer listed when you looked at it before. But obviously I will just put them to the transfer list as soon as it comes to January, and we'll try and sell all of those players, and hopefully by that time we will have the youth academy, so they'll probably all want to leave anyway, as I'm presuming all the players are going to have little hissy fits when none of them are playing in the actual games. But yeah, here's another squad report. Hopefully we've got some more players in this one. And yeah, got a couple there. We're just going to offer them a contract. Yeah, into the monthly scouting update. So yeah, we've got a couple more 16-year-olds. And also, along the way, if I see any 15-year-olds which have got like 90 potentials, I will sign them to put them in, because as you see at the bottom there, other clubs will snatch them away from you, which can be quite frustrating, because you want to leave them being scouted for as long as possible, because obviously the actual overall you're going to be getting them at is like low 50s usually, which is obviously a bit crap. So, and the predictions get smaller the longer your scouts scout them for, so it's always better to leave them in there, because you could have a player that's got a potential of 98 but the lowest potential could be like 70. You'll sign them, they'll be in there, and then in a couple of months time of scouting they'll actually end up being like only 73 potential, and obviously that's not as good as 90 which you went for. And yeah, I'm actually going to have to forfeit this game because I've sold so many players that I don't actually have enough players to play it, which is a shame. So yeah, I've got to forfeit, and for some reason it's glitched onto there as soon as I've done that, but that's fine. So I'm actually going to offer some of these players contracts now, just to make sure I don't have to forfeit any more matches. So yeah, anyone that's 16 and eligible, we're just going to offer contracts to. No idea how good any of them are going to be. Obviously some of them have got good potential and some of them have got absolutely crap, so, but it doesn't really matter because they're only on 500 quid a week, I think it is. So that's obviously nothing, especially for a club like Southampton. That doesn't really even scratch the surface, to be honest, especially when we're selling all these other players. So yeah, all of those players have accepted the contract, which is good. And yeah, and I've been offered the international role by Poland and South Africa. We're obviously going to reject them because we're not interested in that in this manager career. Not that we would be anyway, as Poland and South Africa aren't exactly the best international jobs. So yeah, Oxford United 1-0 there. I probably won't put all the games in, as I have edited this a bit to try and speed it up, because obviously this setup stage is going to take a while, because we've got to wait for the scouts to actually scout these players, and then for me to actually be able to play with them. And to be honest, I'm not actually sure if this is really going to work too well. I'm guessing if you're watching this video, then it is going to be, because I don't know if there's a limit to how many youth academy players you can have in your team or in your squad. Like, I'm certain you should be allowed at least 11, but yeah, I'm not really certain on that, or how many players you can sign from the youth academy a season. Obviously there's a squad limit to the amount of players you can have, so that's kind of why we're trying to sell all the other players as well, to hopefully at the end of this season we will only have youth academy players in the team, and there will be no others. And we aren't actually going to buy anyone else in this either. We're just simply going to be using players from the youth academy, and then we may sell one or two along the way if we get like ridiculous offers for them, but probably not. We'll probably just tie them down to 5-year contracts as soon as we think they're going to be good, and anyone that's crap, we'll just release them when they're on their 500 a week contract. So yeah, everyone's accepted their contracts there, which is great. And yeah, once again we keep going, and we've got another scouting report. So yeah, some more 16-year-olds there, which we're going to sign. Still no idea how good they are. Also, one thing I will do, I'm not going to do just yet, I'm going to wait to see how this actually develops before I waste it, but I believe I have one of the scout a future star or a young star, or can't remember exactly what it's called from the catalogue, but I'm not actually able to get onto the EA servers at the minute, so I can't do it straight away, but I will probably do that maybe 1 or 2 videos into this series just as soon as the team starts to take shape, because I'm also interested as to whether you can kind of select what position that will be if you only have maybe one scout searching for, say, a playmaker and a cam or something like that, whether that will mean that the player you use as a young star will then be a playmaker and a cam, or if there'll be a striker or vice versa, or anything else like that, which would obviously be helpful. Also, I'm going to have to look into that. If anyone watching this video has any ideas on that or knows about that, then make sure you comment below and let me know. But yeah, we finally got to the stage in this mode where we've got a team that we can play with. So yeah, so we've got this Correa Amado as a goalkeeper, and then yeah, this is the rest of the team. So we've got Perrin as a centre back at the minute, who's also a goalkeeper, because for some reason all the 16-year-olds on this game seem to be goalkeepers. And then we've got this Belama, or whatever his name is. I'm really crap with pronouncing names. He was actually a left winger playing left back. Yeah, and then we have this Kofatava or Kotafava or whatever the hell his name is. Like I said, I'm really crap with names. And then we've got Ellis as a right back here, who's actually injured, but he's in form, so that's good. And Steele here, right wing, who is one of the better players we've scouted. I think he was the one with 92 potential, so hopefully he can match that. And then Canton there, central defensive midfield. Ledesma or something, centre mid. Luani left mid, who is the best rated player on the team. And Horner at cam, 47 rated, not too bad. And then Butterfield, who's the only striker we've been able to get, or centre forward, whatever you want to say, is the worst rated player on the team, and he's our striker, which is good. And then, as you saw, a bench full of goalkeepers, because for some reason I think it's 6 goalkeepers we've got from these goals, so literally half of the side at the minute are goalkeepers, which is just ridiculous. But yeah, I will now show you the highlights of the first game I played with this team. So yeah, I hope you enjoy watching it.
Defenders are worried about Accrington Stanley in these positions. And this is going to be a throw. Butterfield. Luke Joyce. They've got to be. Good save. Too early, offside. Well, he could be in with a chance. And he will be adjudged offside here. Close, but... It's a good ball, it could be in. Here's the chance. He's had a crack.
No, he's missed it, hasn't he? What a good chance that was.
Andrew Proctor. Well, he's played it into the wide area there, played it well. And it's a header. Oh, and it's just wide. It was Proctor. Maybe the cross. Oh, in goes the cross. And he's got the ball well fouled. Well, is it going in front? Buxton. Dean Winnard. Michael Little. And there is the half-time whistle. 0-0 at the break. The statistics will probably confirm that.
Yeah, it's not been dull, has it? We've had chances at either end, but difficult to call now which way it's going to go.
So we're all set for the second half. Ledesma. Done well to avoid the slide tackle. The ball, not anymore. There's an issue here for referee Liam Keemer. Well, the ref's given a foul here, and it's a bad one, yellow.
Yeah, no surprise there at all.
Like that is running the risk of the referee taking serious action.
Yeah, I think so. And it was a poor tackle. It was badly timed.
Steele. Here's a chance to attack. Crosses in. Back out off the bar. Terrific work from the keeper to keep the scores level at 0-0. Home side want to make. Little.
Question of holding what they have now for this final part of the match. The manager is making his intentions clear there from the sideline.
And they've gone and won the ball back, Accrington Stanley. Throw in here. Key time for the team here. Goodness, they needed him then to Kismat. And the opponents come in strongly. Can you believe it? It is a penalty. Well, a bit of illegal contact there, I think, Alan.
Well, it's a definite foul, and it's poor marking, it really is.
Penalty put away.
And he knew exactly what he wanted to do. You could see that. Gave the keeper no chance with that one.
Well, a very exciting climax to an exciting game. This could be the decider.
Well, it could be at this stage of the match. There doesn't seem much of a...
Well, the referee has blown his whistle and the game has ended 1-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for visiting us. I hope you'll be back soon from me.
Well, it has been much more of a match than we...
I think they'll go back to the dressing room and get a pat on the back from their manager.
But yeah, that's the end of this first video from pfishergaming. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and comment below. And if you want to see more from this series, then make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for more. Thank you very much for watching.